and choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
What remains of Edith Finch?
Finch,
damn it!
Finch with an N. Finch.
Oh, that happens to me all the time. This game has just come out on the Xbox One, and you've tuned in to us on YouTube because you trust us. We're honest SOBs who tell you what we think, and we've played this game. It's about 2 hours long, the entire game.
Yeah.
So we're a little bit more than a first impression.
This is basically a final review.
I was playing it, and it kind of, I was like, I wonder if I'm getting close to the end because of the way things were rolling out.
Yeah, you can
So
kind of tell.
I went to like howlongtobeat.com. It doesn't give any spoilers. It just tells you this game takes the casual gamer this long, the
It's like
hardcore
2
gamer,
hours.
the speed run. Yeah, and the casual gamer was about 2 hours. So I was like, yep.
So it's a very short game. It's 19.
Man, I took longer than that.
It's a very short game. It's $19.99 right now on the Xbox Live Store. It has been on the PC. It's coming over. Mr. McSpicy, what did you think? Go.
Me right off the bat, huh?
You right off the bat.
Okay, let's do this.
For some background for everybody, Mr. McSpicy is not a fan of Telltale games.
I'm not.
This is very story-driven,
Yes.
much more so than Telltale even is, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would say this. Well, I would say this game is 90% story.
90% story. Fair.
90% story, 10% gameplay.
I would say like 3% gameplay.
Yeah, okay.
But-
Yeah.
It's like, because what this game is, it's basically a story with a bunch of mini games.
Yeah.
That's and they're all different mini games that tell the story that you're trying to see. The reason, so I played this and I beat it.
Okay.
It's a very shortened. I mean, it doesn't feel short, but it is short. You can sit down and do it in 2 hours. I did that in like 2.5, 3 hours. So, but I like to explore. I like to figure things out, make sure I'm not missing anything.
I went back. Paths fork. I circled those paths and realized that they actually don't fork. Like they always. Anytime a path forked and he gives you options, it always circles.
It
around.
always makes Well, see, and me. So like at the very very beginning of the game when you're walking to this mysterious house, there's actually a fork in the road, and you can walk down.
I went in a circle to make sure that. I was doing everything.
So you played it like I played it.
Yeah.
That's why it took a little bit longer, because I walked down this way and then I'm like, wait a minute, what if I walked all the way back and went the other way, and then it just met up in the same place,
right next to the truck.
Yeah. So back to my first impressions, which is, I'm gonna go ahead and call this a review because
Full review, go.
I beat it.
Yeah.
I did beat this game. I thought it was really good. The gameplay is not what pushed me to continue playing this game.
True.
It was the intriguing story that was. I mean, there's a mystery going on. I wouldn't call it a murder mystery. I don't know what this. It's hard to describe.
I would call it.
I wouldn't call it like a horror mystery either,
It's
even
not
though
even
it's got like a darker tone.
But does it have a dark tone? Like
At some point,
I guess it's about dealing with death.
Yeah.
So I guess
So I would how I would describe the story
Thrilling mystery?
is it's a story you would read in first grade if you were attending Hogwarts.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
if you were attending Hogwarts.
Yeah.
So year one students.
Yeah,
Year one
Year one student at Hogwarts would read this book.
Yeah.
That's the kind of story it
And
is.
some of the
It's kinda-
stories
yeah,
will be
it's
Slytherin, some would be Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
Because you have
It's very fantastical, but serious
like the
and dark.
story
And
of
it's,
the
it's really
Shrieking
cool. Anyways,
Shack.
continue, Mark. Sorry.
It's a very immersive game. I usually like to play games with music, you know. I definitely didn't want to do that because this game I was immersed in it, and I appreciated that. I was telling Jordan while I was playing this game, because we chatted in between because I had to do other things, but I was like, I think I like this game. I don't know why I like it, but I think I like it.
Yeah. And
it's hard. It's a very hard game to nail down why certain things are good about it, why certain things are bad. And I can honestly say that's probably because the developers did a really good job. I would call this I don't know what genre this is because it's not Telltale. I don't like Telltale because I have to press A. That's the mini game. You press A.
Yeah.
And then you watch a movie and press A. And you know, if you like Telltale, that's fine. It's just not for me. This I had to walk forward. I had to, walk forward, go up the
Sometimes
stairs.
press right trigger.
And this different ways to tell the story, the mini games, was very interesting. There's a point in the game where, the fishing part,
Okay.
where they tell a story by adding another element. You have to do stuff with the left trigger or the left joystick and the right joystick. You have to split your brain, kind of a thing. And it's just a narrative as you're going into this fantastical world. And I thought the fishing part was probably the best part of how they told a story through a little bit of gameplay.
Very cool.
The 3% gameplay.
Very cool. So, Mr. McSpicy, really impressed with this.
I was impressed, and I don't know why I was impressed. How's that? Isn't that a weird answer?
So I'll go before Jordan goes because I think I know why.
Okay.
As you're talking, it clicked in my head why. Telltale is straightforward. Like this, it takes you from A to B, no deviation. Here it is. And it does a very good job at what it does, but you either like that or you don't.
Yeah.
In the way they tell their story. The way that What Remains of Edith Finch did it told stories with nuance. The way they switched it up, the way they told the story, keeping you constantly not guessing. Guessing's the wrong word, but what's going to happen next, asking what's going to happen next, and then changing up the creativity. So I think they don't go from A to B and smash through. They take you from A to B by going all the way to Z and then back.
All the way to Z, and they still make you feel like you're solving puzzles.
They really do, even though you're not. This is much less, I think, interactive.
Yeah.
It's one of the least interactive story games that I've ever played.
Yeah.
And yet it's one of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Firewatch in the sense that the voice acting is superb. And
Voice
that's
acting
why.
and storytelling, superb.
And it's just you get immersed in that world.
Jordan, agree, disagree? Are you on the opposite end of the spectrum here?
I liked it. I mean, it's it's a walking simulator almost. I mean,
It really, yeah.
I mean, all you do is kind of walk to the next part. But
they disguise a walking simulator as a puzzler storytelling game.
I felt like I was kind of reading a book when I was playing it.
No,
it was kind of cool. Someone was reading me a story or something.
You actually do read books in the game.
In the rooms and stuff like
the
that.
Words come up on all the narration.
Yeah, so no, I liked it. I like the tone of it. Kind of. I really like it. Right. I mean, is it a mystery? I mean, it kind of you're trying to figure out. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
But I like it. It's hard to talk about this game without spoiling anything.
I like the art style, which I know I say about most games, but I like the art.
No,
style.
they did. I agree with you. They did a good job.
I like the story. I think it's good. I like the one part on the swing set. Well, it's similar to the fishing part where you got to use both joysticks.
Yeah.
Did you
This first time season one,
because I was
and I'm like going
twisting
lopsided.
around.
I was like, what's that? Yeah. You got to figure it out, and then you finally do figure it out. Yeah, so I liked it. I thought it was good. It was fun, and 2 hours. I mean,
I'll give you an example, another example of things that they do well differently. There's a point where they're telling you a story of someone in the past, and that's basically what it is. You're being told the story of this family tree, and it goes through the past.
Of a lot of members of the family.
And there's a point where this person, you pick up a comic book, and you're reading the story through a comic book, and at some point, why you're just like a real comic book, you're going.
Left
scene
to right,
scene to scene, and at some point it lets you control the scene, and then the narration's going, and it's just such a cool way to tell a story with its inception. It's telling a story within a story,
within a story,
and you're playing the game within the game to tell the story. Very well done. I think what makes this game so good is ultimately the story. The story is fantastic. Like,
if the story sucked, this game would suck.
If the story sucked, this game would suck. This story is intriguing. It's whimsical. It's a good time. $20 for 2 hours.
Or if you
3
play
hours.
2 to 3. 2 to 3 hours. That's a good question because that seems like a high price. But I think this is a game that you could play with family. I think I really do because it would be an interesting. I mean, how much you take your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever? How much do you spend when you go to a movie?
That's about $20. Yeah,
it's about $20. So this could be that game
experience.
Exactly. So I'd say if you think of it that way, I think that's a pretty decent deal. I also got to say that I think it's a good deal because I don't know of too many games like this out there.
Yeah, it's so unique. It really is.
It's a very unique game. The ending, I don't know. I was kind of, but
I'm not yet to the ending, so
it's just, but the journey is what I really like.
yeah.
So.
Jordan.
I think $20 is fine. I think this is a filler game, right? When you're done putting your 30, 60 hours into Witcher, Final Fantasy, and Mass Effect, and you want to take a break from the competitive, Overwatch, Call of Duty, and stuff. This is that perfect filler game, just to kind of,
Wet the palate.
yeah, just kind of keep
got-
you going, just kind of relax you. It's
it
kind
greases
of a
the
relaxation
hinges.
game. Yeah, this is kind of you go out for a massage and relax for a couple hours, and then you get back into the heavy 30-hour game. You know what I mean? I think this is a perfect filler game, and for $20, I think it's good.
I think it is worth it, and I think it's worth it for the experience alone. Like, it's a really cool experience. $20.
Yeah.
Would ideally, I think this is a $14, $14.99, $9.99
Yeah, I would
game.
say
That'd be a little bit more appealing, but
to a testament at what a good job these guys did in making this game, I would still pay $20 for this game, absolutely.
I normally say go on Twitch, go on YouTube, watch Let's Plays, but with a 2-hour game, a 3-hour game,
yeah, this one you can't. And
Based
it's so
on story.
And there's no
heavy, yeah.
deviation. Like, it's not like you can do different
No.
things. It's
Yeah.
what you
It's
see
pretty
is what you will get.
Yeah.
I think for the most part, people will enjoy this
Yeah.
without doing the Twitch and YouTube thing as well. I should mention that.
Yeah, so go pick up this game, What Remains of Edith Finch, the XoneBros seal of approval on Xbox One right now. Let us know if you've had a chance to play this game, what you think of it in the comments below, and we will see you guys next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching, and we hope you liked this video. If you did, hit that like button below and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to check out more of our awesome videos. We are your #1 source for all things positive gaming. Check out our website at XoneBros.com. You can see the link in the show notes below. And remember, if you're not having fun gaming, you're not doing it right. We'll see you guys next time.